Hey there, friend. Welcome back to A Well-Rounded Life. Geomyra here, and I am looking forward to sharing with you today a few tips to get you prepped to living more well-rounded this holiday season. I was at my daughter's swim lesson, and I came up with this idea for the show a few days ago. So I shifted some things around a bit to fit this episode in right before we jump into Thanksgiving and all the other holidays that are coming our way. As I prepare to live more intentional and soak up as much family time as I can, I want to share a few tips and ideas with you as well. And with the holiday season upon us and a 2-week winter break on the horizon, oh my gosh, I need to prepare for that, and time out of the office, let's make sure we are making the best use of our time. So grab your pen, your favorite notebook, and some hot chocolate, and let's chat about our plans for the next few weeks. Sound good? Let's go. Hey there, and welcome to A Well-Rounded Life, the podcast, a space for creative entrepreneurs seeking an intentional life and biz filled with grace, passion, and purpose. I'm your host, Geomyra. I'm a mama, wife, dessert fanatic, and on the ultimate mission to get you closer to your idea of what it means to live a well-rounded life. Right here is where you'll find curated resources, quick tips, and relatable stories, no matter what season of life you're in. So hang out with me for a bit and let's dive in. Before I dive all the way into today's show, I just want to take a minute to say thank you. Thank you to all of my well-rounders out there that have been rocking with me over the last few months. It has been such a blessing connecting with you all through this podcast. Your reviews, your DMs, emails, and the support have definitely pushed me to keep going and growing as I figure this podcasting thing out. And if you haven't left us a review just yet, do your girl a favor, hit pause. I'll wait for you. Open up iTunes or Apple Podcasts or however you listen to the show and just tap the 5 stars, and that would just mean so much to me. And if you're feeling extra gracious, take less than 1 minute to write us a review. Believe it or not, your reviews, ratings, subscribes, they help spread the word of this podcast and our message to live more well-rounded, and it fuels me personally to keep going. So if you haven't done any of those things just yet, it would mean so much to me and the team if you showed your appreciation and support. And again, thank you to my weekly listeners. We love you, we love you, we love you, and we do this for you. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to share 10 ways in which you can maximize your time and your energy over the last 48 days of the year. Can you believe that we are less than 50 days away from 2020? It's crazy. So the tips I'm sharing with you today, they are going to encourage you to find the time and space to make time for what matters most to you. If you have children and they will be out of school, I want you to be more intentional with how you interact with them over the holiday break. If you are fortunate enough to be out of the office during the holiday season, I have a question for you. How will you treat yourself? Do you have loose-end items to handle for your business so that you can finish the year strong? Let's make time to do that as well. So many things that we want to get done over the last 48 days plus, all right? But before I forget, I created a super handy checklist that you can grab via the link in our show notes or our website, awellroundedlifepodcast.com. So download the list, make your notes, and let's make this holiday season your most intentional and well-lived yet. All right? So tip number 1, let's get into it. Tip number 1, which I already hinted at, is to date your kids. That's right. Take a look at the calendar and block off a day or 2 or 3 that you will dedicate solely to your kiddos. This means you won't focus on work, but instead you will find something fun to do with them, or something that will create a lasting memory when they look back on the year. This doesn't have to be costly, not at all. Instead, ask your kids to help you plan the date. Get creative, get on Pinterest, ask your kids things that they like to do. You may be surprised. Ask your friends on the gram or on Facebook what childhood memories they have, and then add them to your list. Activities such as watching an old school holiday classic, taking a short drive to the local ski resort to go tubing, or pulling out board games complete with hot cocoa and warm cookies is always a good time in my eyes. Always a good time. But again, ask your kids for their input. Number 2, let's go into the community and spend time, not necessarily money, and serve where you are needed. Check with your local shelters, nursing homes, food banks, charities, and all that, and see where you can pitch in. Of course, I'm sure they will take your coin, but you just never know how much your time will be valued when there are people that are trying to do good in your local area. I'm sure that they would really appreciate your helping hands and that you will make the impact, believe it or not. All right. Number 3, speaking of gifting your time this season, maybe consider reaching out to a budding business owner and pour into them as well. Many of us receive DMs and emails from entrepreneurs that are searching for someone to just help them out a bit. Some will even use the term pick your brain, which for some reason, I just don't like that term. I find it a bit weird. But anyway, are you able to afford 30 minutes for a coffee chat or an hour to talk through a problem with a fellow creative? Be a blessing to someone in a way that you wish someone would have looked after you when you were getting started. And for my 9-to-5ers, consider doing the same. Is there a junior level associate that you can take out to lunch and chat with, or someone new to the office that might need a buddy? Spend some time with them. Just get to know them on a personal level, or just be that person that you wish someone was to you back when you were getting started. All right? Something else to consider. Is there someone that has been trying to get on your calendar? Think about those people as well. Show some love and just reach out. Number 4, let's also schedule some time with our spouse, bae, boo, partner, love interest, or whatever you call the person that you love on. Schedule a date night and express your gratitude for them while you can. That's super important. And again, you don't have to necessarily leave your home or spend a lot of money. Block off one-on-one time and plan a date that includes planning a menu and cooking together. That's super easy. You got to eat anyway, right? So easy does it, as long as it is something intentional that you both will enjoy. It always goes a long way when that person that you love notices that you took time to love on them, to spend time with them, uninterrupted time as well. So make sure you are blocking off time for bae this holiday season. Okay, my 5th tip is to make time to love on your friends this season as well. On Saturday, the hubby and I, we are hosting a Friendsgiving dinner party. This is our first one. Don't know if it's going to be annual yet, but we shall see. We invited an intimate group of our friends. We invited them over for a night of fellowship, good food, and lots of fun. It's important to me for my friends to know how much they mean to me and the impact that they have on my life. Thus, I try to celebrate them as much as I can. And what better time to do that than the holiday season, right? It's always a good time when you are surrounded by like-minded people that bring positive energy, people that just love you, support you whenever they are around. You know, I just love that. Those are the people that are in my circle and that are in my corner, and I am just so grateful for them. So we are celebrating on Saturday. Number 6. If you know me, I have a soft spot and so much respect for our teachers and educators out there. I volunteer as much as I can in my kids' classrooms, and boy, oh boy, I know for sure that there is no way that I could be an elementary school teacher. No. I am convinced that God gives teachers superpowers. He gives them superpowers in order to deal with some of these kids. They are crazy. Some of them are just a little bit out of control, and it takes a special person to deal with these kids that just need a little bit more attention. And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to reach out to your kid's teacher and ask them how you can serve them this holiday season or beyond. You may not have the time right now, but it doesn't hurt to just ask them how you can help out. Ask them if they need volunteers outside of the classroom as well. Some teachers, they need help making copies, preparing for some of the hands-on activities or projects. And this is also around the time that teachers, they run out of supply for the classroom, such as tissues, hand sanitizer, paper towels, and all those things. Send a quick message to your kid's teacher and let them know that you support them, you appreciate them, and that you are available in any way that they need you. Your support, it goes a long way for those that go above and beyond for our children. So do not forget about your teachers or educators this holiday season. My 7th tip is to love on your UPS guy, gal, whatever, aka my Amazon hero. Just about every day, I am getting an Amazon Prime delivery. I seriously don't know what life was like before Amazon Prime. Again, another gift from the heavens, Amazon Prime. I saw on Pinterest that there were folks that had some really cute ideas for baskets for those folks that are doing the deliveries during the holiday seasons. And their baskets included granola bars, water, snacks, and all those things that they could actually enjoy when they were making their deliveries. So they would have a basket outside of all the goodness, all the snacks, and then the UPS person, when they dropped off the box, they picked up a snack, which I thought was really cool. And so when we were getting our patio built a few years back, I made hot chocolate. Is it obvious? I love hot chocolate. And I left some snacks outside for the team when they had arrived. So the people that were building the patio, I had made some hot chocolate and snacks and whatnot, and they really appreciated it. The gesture to just make some hot chocolate and give them some cups and, a thermos, it went a long way. The team appreciated it. They did an awesome job, and everybody was happy and warm. So be sure to check in with your UPS, FedEx delivery folks and let them know that you also appreciate them for treating your packages with care and braving the cold, because that is another job that is super challenging. Number 8 and number 9 are all about making time for your biz. So listen up, creativepreneurs. First, I want you to schedule time to meet with your team. It's so important for the people that work alongside you to know that they are being heard and that you want to hear their thoughts and that you care about them and that you appreciate them as well. Do you see a theme here? It's all about appreciation. Check your calendars and have an end of the year meeting so that you can prepare your hearts and your heads for an amazing year to come. And if you have people that you contract out for special projects or one-offs, such as like a copywriter, graphic designer, social media manager, or whatever that it takes to keep your business running, let the people on your team know that you appreciate them as well, and you just really don't take it for granted that they work so hard for your business and technically your family, because they do what they do to help you, but it also helps your family. And it's just important to let the people on your team know that they are heard and that they are appreciated. Next, I want you to block off some time to work on your business goals and to plan for your best year yet. So that's tip number 9. If you're a 9-to-5er, take this time to reflect on how you can take it up a notch and reach your numbers, your goals, or whatever milestones you need to reach, and continue to impress your clients and your supervisors by making a plan. What can you implement so that you are bringing your A game? I want you to reflect on where you are and also where you want to be. What needs to happen in order for you to reach your goals and take it to the next level? Write it out. Make a list and make sure you are reflecting on what worked, what didn't work, and what needs to happen so that you can just kill it like you never have before. All right? So make that action plan and let's make it happen. If this is an area where you need some guidance, I got you. So check out the show notes and let's make a solid plan that will get you to that next level that you are dreaming of. I have 2 spots left for my 2020 goal setting power sessions, and I would love to help you gain some clarity and excitement for the new year. Clarity is everything. Once you have a clear plan, clear goals, the sky is the limit, because you have that roadmap that will get you to where you need to be, where you've been called to be as well. So check out the show notes. I'll drop a link there and I'll provide some more information so that we can make sure that you have that plan. Last but not least, coming in at number 10 is, any guesses? Number 10 is all about self-care. You know I had to put self-care on here somewhere, right? Open up that calendar and make a date with yourself. I want you to plan a full day dedicated to you and all the amazingness you bring into this world. I know at times you may feel overlooked. You may feel that you are not good enough, or you may even feel like you don't want to show up some days. But guess what? We see you. You are enough, and this life wouldn't be the same without you. Hear me again. You are seen, you are worthy, you are loved, and you matter. You deserve to be celebrated. Celebrate yourself and promise me that in the new year, you will make more time to acknowledge your greatness, your gifts, and what you've accomplished thus far. You deserve it. You've worked hard, you've poured into others, and now is your time. I want you to envision your celebratory date day. Does your celebratory date day include time at the spa? Maybe a mini shopping spree to take advantage of all the after Christmas sales. Get your family on board so they can leave you be. This is all about you. Put some money aside, put some time aside, and have the best day ever because you deserve it. Sound good? Fantastic. Wow. All right. 10 things. Those were 10 things you need to make a priority over the next few months and into the year. I'm not going to make you feel like you have to get all of this stuff done before the end of the year, but I do want you to get started. I know you can do it, and I know that it will be so worth it once you start to implement some of these tips. And if you don't get to all 10 items, no worries. Just start somewhere. Progress over perfection, all right? If you plan to check off any of the items that I mentioned today, do your girl a favor and send me a message. I want to know that you got this message and that you are going to take some time for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your business, and so that you can just have the most intentional holiday season and that you can start to live a little bit more well-rounded each and every day. I love hearing from you guys, and I would just love to cheer you on. You can also screenshot that you are listening to today's show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tag me. I'm at Coach for Creatives on Instagram, and I will post to our IG stories as well. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and our newsletter. That's right. In case you didn't know, we send out a weekly newsletter, aka our weekly roundup, to our well-rounders each week. So check out the show notes and get on the list. Our newsletter can literally be read in about, 5 to 7 minutes, and it is packed with awesomeness, if I do say so myself. So make sure you grab the link in the show notes. Also, don't forget the checklist that I created, more information on the goal setting power sessions, and all resources that I've mentioned on the show are on our website, awellroundedlifepodcast.com. All right, friends, that's all I got for you today. Oh, wait, before I forget, I'm thinking about doing a challenge that includes some of the tips that I mentioned on today's show. So if you would be interested in doing an accountability challenge for some of these items, DM me as well, drop me a message, email, or just head over to the website and I will consider putting something together to hold you accountable. All right. So thank you for spending some time with me today, friends. I will be back next week with another brand new episode. So stay tuned for that. I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you next week. Bye. Friends, thanks for kicking it with us this week. Remember to subscribe so you're notified when a new episode airs. I'd love it if you leave us a review and share this goodness with your squad. Until next time, seek a well-rounded life and remember to focus on what matters most.